Every day, we pass through places with weird names without even noticing. But did you ever wonder where those names came from? Their origins reveal an interesting piece of Texas history. And 90 miles northeast of Dallas is a place that's totally off the hook. Telephone. Aside from a church, community center, and post office, there's not much left here. Telephone sits just south of the Red River, and you can get a much better view from the air.
What are you doing?
Well, we can't use the drone to see the river because somebody forgot to renew his drone pilot's license. So I'm getting aerial shots.
I'm getting dizzy. I guess I'll hang it up and try again later, because there's still one ringing question. How did this town get the name Telephone? To find out, we have to go back to the 80s. The 1880s?
I don't own anything from the 1880s.
Obviously. Anyway, it was back in 1886, inside a building just like this one, that Telephone got its name.
Heineman was the man that owned a grocery store, your first grocery store, Pete Heineman.
Good old Pete Heineman is responsible for giving this town its name, although Telephone wasn't his first choice. Instead, he wanted to call this place Telegraph. Just one problem.
There was already a town in Texas named Telegraph.
Which meant they needed to pick another name. And it was sitting right in front of them. Literally. Alexander Graham Bell had only invented the telephone 10 years earlier, and this was one of the earliest places to get one. Where was it? In Pete Heineman's grocery store.
He had the only telephone in telephone. So they just submitted the name Telephone, and it was accepted.
Having a telephone may have been ahead of the times in 1886, but in 2021?
You can't get another landline down here, though. They won't put the lines in for you. If we were ahead of the times back then, we've regressed since then, is all I can say.
So you can't get a phone line, the cell service is horrible. Why don't we just rename this town after a piece of technology that actually does work here? Like, I don't know, a drone. Oh wait, that's right. At least one of us came prepared.